Good morning, good morning. Is anyone there? Hi, Carol. I got a thumbs down already. That's good. That's always encouraging. How are you, Carol? We'll give it a few minutes for people to join if we have anybody. There's another thumbs up. When you pop in, please be sure and comment so I know you're here. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Di from Iowa. Glad to see you guys. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. A rainy, blustery weekend for us here on the Pacific Northwest. I was wondering about you, Lisa. I saw the weather guy, and he was predicting some pretty strong winds up there in your area. Good morning, Terry. Hi, Ellen. Hi there, Ruth. Glad you guys are here. I'm not sure who else is going to join us this morning. I can't see from my screen how many people we have on. So I'm just going to go ahead and start here. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I wanted to say to my community members, thank you for the kind comments yesterday on my post. It really means a lot. Good morning, Joanna, or afternoon for you. Yeah, yesterday the live stream I was just off, and you know why now. So hopefully today will be a better day. Cooking always puts me in a good mood. So we are going to cook. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my new Saturday, Sizzling Saturday. If you like that name, let me know. If you think we need a better name, again, let me know. 14 people on. That's nice. Good morning, Tammy from Washington State. Little neighbor. Oh, yeah. Washington got hit a lot harder than Oregon did by this last storm. Connie likes the Sizzling Saturday name. All right. We will keep it for now. Cookbook update. I've got all the links down below. I got less than 45 books left to sell, and I'm out. Good morning, Debbie. Glad to see you all here. Familiar faces. So yeah, 45 books left out of 800. Good morning, Dee. Joblin. Happy to have you. So if you want a book, there's a link down below. They're selling quick. And after the first print, I'll have to make another order, and that will take time. So the second print people would definitely not get their books before Christmas. I'm not sure everybody in the first print is going to get their books before Christmas. I'm going to try. They're at the printer right now. I'm waiting. I should see some books probably the first week, hopefully not the second, but could be, of December. My Chef AJ show has been postponed to December 8th, just so we can try to have a book in my hand to show off. And with that, I thought today we would do one of my holiday recipes that I like. My wife and daughter really liked it. It's my cranberry sauce. It's a homemade cranberry sauce. There's no sugar added. I'm using dates. I soaked these overnight. There's still a little bit of water left. So we have about 12 ounces of cranberries. Mine came in a little 8-ounce bag from the popular brand for cranberries. I done forgot. But I bought 2 of those little bags and I split them up, measured out 12 ounces. That's what these are. Ocean spray. Oh, good, Di. I'm glad. Hope this helps you. So ocean spray cranberries. These are fresh, not frozen. And I did rinse them this morning to get off any bog that might be left on them. And the rest I just threw in the freezer, so I'll use them later for something else. I have about a cup of sweet cherries, dark sweet cherries right here. That's our liquid. Ocean spray. Isn't that the name? Debbie? Pretty sure it is. It's a brand name. Unless I'm saying it wrong. And then I have about 6 bejeweled dates. And I soaked them overnight. And then this morning I split them open and took all the pits out. There's a little tiny pit in the middle of these. You definitely want to take that out. And then I have some spices behind me. We're going to spice it up. Again, this is the sweetener, the cherries. And I have a cup of orange juice behind me. That's our liquid. I am using allspice. If you ever go to a store, the little 1.5 ounce boxes of ocean spray, of allspice, they're like $6. Thank you, Di. Yeah, that's what I thought. The little tiny boxes, like 1.5, 1.6 ounces of allspice, they're like $6, $7. If you go down your, people have different names for the aisle. I call it the Mexican aisle. It's where all the taco shells are and the salsas and stuff like that. The dried chili pods, green chilies, jalapenos, that kind of stuff. Look where the dried chili pods are hanging on a rack. And you'll see little tiny cellophane bags of spices. That's where I get my Mexican oregano I've talked about a lot. And you can find allspice berries. That's what they are. They're a berry. And I think I have the camera on. Do I? I do. So they're berries. And it was a 1 ounce bag of cellophane bag, and it was $2. So if you want to save some money, look there rather than buying the little box of traditional allspice powder. So much cheaper. And all you got to do is put these in a little coffee grinder, a spice grinder, and make your own allspice powder. Really simple. So I'm going to start by dumping my cranberries in. There we go. I'll put all my dirty stuff over here. And I have my recipe right here. And we'll read along together. I put the recipe link down below, so we can all follow along. And it says there's an hour prep time, huh? Good morning, Darcy. Happy to see you, as always. And it says to cover your dates with hot water and allow them to soak about an hour. I did that last night, so we're good. Rinse and drain your cranberries. Add them to a large soup pan. I did the rinsing and draining this morning. So now we're going to add the cherries. Just like that. Orange zest. So I zested about, that's not a tablespoon, it's more like a teaspoon or 2 but it's all I could get off that little orange. But you need some orange zest, some fresh orange zest. Again, the recipe says a tablespoon. Get what you can, at least a teaspoon. And it says to add the spices. So the spices happen to be, let's move the coffee out of here. I'm going to move my dates. I like to add my spices all mixed up together, so I have a little container here. I keep looking at my computer for the recipe. So we need some ginger, quarter teaspoon. Pretty sure it's ginger, yep. Okay. And a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. I haven't got the heat turned on yet, so I'm just putting everything in a pan. Okay, there's our nutmeg. Remember I said grind up your allspice berries? That's what I did here in this cute little jar. Quarter teaspoon of allspice. And this smells so much fresher than anything you buy pre-boxed, pre-measured. Very intense. We'll add that. And a cinnamon stick. There we go. We're almost done. How easy is that? Finally, blend the dates with the orange juice until smooth. So let's do that next. In go the dates. Again, that's about 6 medjool dates I've soaked overnight. I've mentioned this before. On Amazon, you can find these little deli containers. These are so handy, and you get a million of them for like 12 bucks. I really recommend them. And to the dates, I'm going to add a cup of orange juice. Whatever kind of orange juice you like. I always get the ones that have a lot of pulp. We're going to blend this up. Oh, here I am talking about mixing all my spices together, and I threw them in here and not in here. That's typical. Oh well, they'll still get mixed up. Sorry about that. Not paying attention. Let me find my blender lid. I'm going to mute the mic so you guys don't get your ears blasted off. Nikki says I would set fire to my laptop. I'm being careful. Can you guys hear me okay? Does the volume come back on like it's supposed to? Yes, no? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, thank you, Carol. So I'm just going to make sure all these little bits are down inside. I hear a lot of dried bits on the bottom. I'm going to try to get those as smooth as I can. Got some in here too. I made some red chili sauce last night for my dinner, and I had it with some rice, some black refried beans, and a big salad on top, kale and spinach, and chard, and some lettuce, and red bell pepper. And I added some jalapenos and some of my red chili sauce. It was so good. Got my beans and my greens. All right, gonna mute you again. And I'm back. Hi, Becky. Glad you could come back to us. So now we're going to take this and pour it into our pan. That's orange juice and dates mixed up. That's our sweetener for the cranberry sauce. No sugar added. See if I can scrape any more out. Those were pretty dry dates too. And they were hard to split this morning. So be careful getting the pits out. All right. That is that. I'll set this over here and clean that up. One little dribble here before I turn this on. I'll give you a view. That's what I'm looking at. Cranberries, sweet cherries, orange juice, dates. I'm all tangled up. Try and get this out of the way. Some spices. And that's how I make my cranberry sauce. So let's turn the heat on and start up. They're mid-joule, Becky. I'm going to mix all the spices in because I didn't mix them in my little bowl like I thought I was going to. Now, obviously, when this is done, you want to take that cinnamon stick out. But while it's cooking, leave them on and leave them in. Am I the only one that uses my leftover measuring cup to keep my dirty spoons in? Works great. And now we wait. That's it. That's the cooking part. This will start to bubble. The cranberries are going to pop like popcorn. Kind of fun to watch. So I have a lid right here. And let's see what the recipe says. It says, okay, finally blend the dates with a cup of orange juice. Smooth and pour into the pan. I just did. Adjust the heat to medium-high until the cranberries start to pop. Then reduce the heat to a slow simmer for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Okay, let's go to medium high. I don't want to go too high because I don't want to burn this right off the bat. I got it on medium. Then it says remove from heat, allow it to cool. The sauce will thicken as it cools. You can adjust any seasoning to taste afterwards. If you want, you can add a little more cherries, another date, maybe a little salt if you like that. That's the recipe. That's how easy this recipe is. Anybody can do this. I'm going to get my stool back. Okay, would a NutriBullet work? I think it would, Di. Make sure you soak them good with hot water. Get them as soft as you can. If they're still dry and tough like mine were this morning, I'm not sure. Johanna says yes, so I think you'd be okay. No cornstarch needed. No, none at all, Becky. It'll thicken up as it cools. They're starting to pop. Good morning, Lisa. She said if the dates are hard, you can remove the pits after they're soft. Yes, definitely. So I just threw mine in this little container I showed you last night. And I put some water in it and threw it in the fridge and left it overnight. This morning I drained it. I added some hot water, let them sit for a minute, and then opened them up and took the pits out. Starting to bubble. I can hear them popping already. Oh, it smells so good. I smell that orange zest. So how many people do we have on? I have 16 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, typical YouTube. How many people are here from YouTube and not from my support group? This is only the second Saturday we've done this. In my support group, we go live every single morning and talk about recipes and food and aches and pains and gripes and complaints, whatever. I don't know if you can hear that. My microphone's right here. They're starting to pop. It's like popcorn. It's cool. All right, Di, thank you. 26 people. Can you hear that? Pop, 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 pop. Hi, Jay. Welcome, buddy. Glad you're here. So if you like this kind of Saturday show, be sure to let me know down below. Another thumbs down. Good old YouTube. Thank you, Diana. No mighty tomorrow. It's Sunday. Oh, you mean for people joining? Possibly. Possibly. There's a link to our support group down below, guys, if you want to join. If you're a YouTuber and you don't know anything about my support group, it's a website full of really nice people, for one. A lot of them are here. And we support each other. That's what it's for. Doing a plant-based diet for your health can be hard when you're just starting out. You know, your doctor said, hey, you better change your diet, you better change your lifestyle, you just had a heart attack, you just had a stroke, whatever the case may be. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds so cool. But if that's why you're here, to better your health and to learn how to cook without using any animal products or oil, that's what we're here for. And all of us in that support group are there to support each other. We have our problems, we have our issues. Hey, Gary. Welcome, buddy. It's not easy, even for those of us who've been doing it a long time, like I have, 2008. We still have our cravings, we still have our ups and downs, and we slip occasionally. Have a little bit of chocolate when we shouldn't, or a potato chip or two, but that's why we have a support group, to support each other. So we have recipes, we have, what else, guys? What do we have? The video room, the movie room, full of documentaries. We have the book club. We just got through reading Ultra Processed, about all the junk that's in our processed food. We have a place where we can go and talk about the exercises we like to do. We can take pictures, we can do video. And of course, I'm live every morning for about 45 minutes. So once these start to pop, you want to turn down the heat. Let me show you what's going on in here. Hopefully they won't pop out at me. So as I mentioned, this sauce will thicken. Now if you like the traditional, like jelly mold cranberry sauce, you could put these in a blender and do that. I like them like this. You could take a potato masher and mix them up. Immersion blender, if you have one. Yes, we have meal prep. Thank you, Darcy. Ultra Processed People is the book. We have chats. We have all kinds of stuff over there. So if you'd like to come join us, we'd love to have you. All for the low, low price of $1 a month. I'm sure we can afford that. I have $1 worth of change in my cup holder in my car. But Saturday is for YouTube. So if you like this and you want to come back next week, please do. I'll have a new recipe. I have this on medium low. I'm going to turn down the low. You guys have any questions? Do you have anything you want to ask me while we're waiting on this? Anything you want to bring up? Again, if you're brand new to me, I'm Chuck. I run a website, brandnewvegan.com. I have a link below. Lots of recipes there. Becky says this kind of cranberry sauce is great on toast. I have other holiday recipes there too. My meatloaf is really good. Gravy, stuffing or dressing, however you say it. Green bean casserole. I have a sweet potato casserole with a nut topping. Pistachios. It's really good. Anyway, lots of recipes, like 300, 400 recipes. Go check it out. Yeah, in our group, in our community group, we talk about gardening, plant-based doctors, what's in our pantry. Thank you, Gary. Gary said, I would encourage anyone who's not a member of the morning support group to join. Well worth your time. I mentioned the book earlier, Becky. I only have 45 copies left, so it's selling quick. I do have a link down below. I'm waiting for the book to actually come back from the printer. I have not seen it yet, held it in my hand. I know it's going to be great. My support group people helped me write it. Lisa and Marion, I like Marion's here. They were my editors. A couple gals from my Facebook group designed my cover for me and the back cover. So it's been a really big group effort. Thank you all. Hi, Monica. But yeah, the first printing is at the printer and it's almost sold out. So again, if you want one, link below. I'll get them to you as quickly as I can. I'm self-publishing this book. It's all going to be by me. As soon as I get the books here at the house, I'll start stuffing envelopes and ship them out to you as quickly as I can. I'm hoping before Christmas. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I sure am crossing my fingers and hoping. Yeah, this sauce is thickening up already. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get a spoon. Okay, so I'm going to taste the sauce. So again, no sugar here. That is so good. It's tart. But these are real cranberries. It's very tart. But the cherries and the spices really make it. And the dates. If it's not sweet enough for you, you can add another date. I would blend it with a little bit of orange juice or water first, pour it in. If you don't, if you're not opposed to using sugar, you could add a little maple syrup, a little brown sugar. That would sweeten it up. Ryan, welcome. There's a link down below for the community. I explained it just a minute ago. We have a support group for people who are just joining this way of eating. They're brand new to a plant-based world. They're still used to eating their standard American diet, fast food, whatever, and either a doctor's recommendation or their friend or spouse got them to try a plant-based diet. We have the recipes. And my support group is full of people just like that who are looking for ways to eat healthier. So there's a link down below. It's $1 a month. We go live every morning. If you ever have any questions, you can come join us. We have a movie room, food prep ideas, recipes, gardening tips, exercise tips, all kinds of stuff. Welcome, Adriana. Sweet potato casserole is in the cookbook that's coming out. Thank you, Lisa. Jay says, I missed the beginning. What all do you have in the sauce? So, Jay, I have 12 ounces of fresh cranberries, a cup of dark sweet cherries, some spices like allspice, ginger, nutmeg. There's a cinnamon stick in there. And then to sweeten it up, I used a cup of orange juice with about 6 medjool dates, that I blended in my blender. And then that's what you see in here for the sauce. There's also some orange zest in there for flavor. So it's completely sugar-free as far as white table sugar, brown sugar, maple syrup, stuff like that. And there's a link down below to the recipe. You're welcome. I hope you try it out. I hope you like it. I'm seeing a lot of fourth wall orders coming in. That 45 book left is going to be a lot less. Again, if you like this kind of show every Saturday from me, let me know. If there's something you'd like to see different, let me know. If you have any ideas for a recipe you'd like to see me make here, let me know. Thank you, Johanna. We have good groups wherever we go. I have a really nice YouTube community here. Love you guys. I have a good Facebook group. But the support group, they're almost like a second family to me. Thank you, Darcy. Very non-judgmental, yes. We support everybody on their journey. Doesn't matter where they're at. You can be brand new, eating a bag of Doritos and a hot dog, and we don't care. We'll guide you the best way we know how. You definitely can use fresh squeezed. I bought, for our smoothies we make here at the house, I buy the really high pulp. I think it's Simply Orange. Oh, nice. I can't pronounce that. NTECOT. I made the cranberry sauce, this sauce, yesterday. Delicious. I was lazy. I just chopped up the dates. It was fine. They melted into the sauce. Very nice. And I don't think I have another spoon. Yeah, the cranberries are starting to disintegrate from the cherries. I'm going to double dip. No judging here, all right? It's just me and my wife anyway. Hot. That is so much better than any canned sauce. That jelly mold you get in the can that dumps out, that's 10 times better. Thank you, Carol. You know, I was there too at the beginning. I had nobody to help me. This was way back when, before plant-based was even cool. And veganism was still kind of hush-hush. There was nothing in the stores for vegan food. What little they had, Garden Burger, the cheese was horrible. There was no Beyond Beef, Impossible Burger, anything like that. Again, all the cheeses we have now, all we had back then was a couple, and they were just like cardboard. And there was no support for me at all. My friends laughed. My family, they just rolled their eyes. It's hard to do by yourself. Sometimes you don't have a spouse that's supportive. A friend of mine ended up getting divorced because her spouse wasn't into this at all. And it makes it really difficult. So we have a support group. for people like that to at least have one place they can come and talk about their food, their lifestyle, anything. Debbie says, eating this way saved my health. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, it is, Jar Jar. It's very hard alone. And that's why we're here. There were at one point 1,000 of us in the group. I think it's dropped down. That's fine. Smaller is good. We're small, but we're mighty. And those of us who meet every morning, we're a pretty tight-knit group. Hi, Trish. Glad you like them. So again, if you like these lives, let me know. We'll keep doing them. I only have so many hours I can use from my mighty network company for the support group lives every day. And sometimes we go over our time limit. Quite often we do. And once I had no time left for a live stream. I had no hours left, so I was forced to go YouTube. And now if we do this on Saturday on YouTube, it saves my hours for us. So we have more time during the week to do what we want. Diana says, I love the support group. I've been vegan for quite a while, but I'm the only one among my family and friends, so it's nice to chat with others who eat this way. And chances are, no matter what your issue is, what your question is, what your problem is, we've been through it before. We can help you. We can guide you. The morning lives last about 45 minutes, about as long as this one. But they do go over. This will I'm going to put this in a container and throw it in the fridge. Again, that sauce will thicken up more. I just want to eat some more right now. Let's make a really good breakfast. You can see how it thickened up. I know a lot of people don't like to cook. They don't know how to cook. You watched me. This was simple. You put stuff in a pan. I blended 2 things in my blender, poured it on top, done. That's it. Yes, Diana says, if I can't make it to the live stream in the morning, there's always a replay. Every single live stream replay we've ever done is still there, so you can watch any of them. Thank you, Johanna. I joined your channel a while ago just haven't been able to catch you live. This is the first time catching you live. Glad you're here. Again, I am Chuck. I've been doing this vegan thing since 2008. I started my blog in 2013. I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary. That's what the cookbook's all about. I've personally met quite a few of the plant-based doctors in person. Dr. McDougall several times. Dr. Milton Mills, Brenda Davis, Chef AJ, of course. I just talked to her on the phone yesterday. Quite a few people. Lisa says she thinks this sauce tastes better if you make it the day before. So if you're going to serve this for Thanksgiving dinner, make it the day before, and then put it in a container in the fridge, and let it kind of meld, it'll be really good. This will last. Have any of you froze this? I haven't. I don't freeze much. I think it should freeze okay. But in the fridge, I wouldn't give it more than 4 or 5 days before I check it. Things get lost in my refrigerator in the back, and I'm afraid to open them after a week or so. I've had many surprises. What is this? What's that stuff on it? Thank you, Connie. So this cookbook will be in the archives for 10 years. That means I can always reprint more copies. But no, as soon as we get this one finished and shipped and out, everybody's got it in their hand and everybody's happy with it, we'll start on the next one. I have quite a few, I don't know, international recipes, Mexican recipes, Asian, Korean recipes. That might be the next book. I haven't decided yet. But thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. I'm going to turn this off. If any of you are ever looking for a little portable cooker, I really like this new wave. See, I can touch that. This right here is cold. Obviously, this is hot, so the middle is kind of warm, but this is cold. I can pick this up, no problem. And if I have it on, and I raise the pan, it shuts off. Put the pan back on, turns it back on. Off, on. I don't remember how much they cost, but I really like having it down here in my office for these type of demos. The bottom of this is hot, but this is not. Lisa says my sauce never lasts long enough to freeze. Okay. Carol says she finds that since she keeps her fridge at 37, that food easily will last 5 to 7 days. The cranberries should freeze just fine, and you can freeze fresh cranberries for quite a long time. Yeah, thank you, Carol. That's helpful. I'm sorry, Joanna. I've been there. Many of us have. We're the only one. My wife has joined me since, but it took quite a long time to get her to come on board. And I still have children that are not. They're keto or junk food or processed food or whatever they eat. They think I'm the crazy one, but we've had a lot of issues with our health that turned out not to be so bad because of the way we eat. In 2020, right before COVID, I had a stroke. And I spent the night in the hospital. They figured out what had happened. I had a stroke. Their only solution to help me was to give me pills. And then they sent me home. And I was so angry because I thought, I'm vegan, I must be bulletproof. That's not the case. But one doctor said, because you were vegan, this is a lot more minor than it could have been. Because he told me, I see a lot of stroke patients come through this ward, and they usually don't get to walk out of here the next day like you are. So I'm very lucky. Connie says she's the only one, but has a very supportive family. That really does help. And her son-in-law likes the canned jelly type. I'm making this one. She's going to make both. Let him try this compared to his canned jelly stuff and see if he likes it better. I think he will. Again, there's no salt, no sugar, no nothing in here. No oil. Not that there would be oil, but it's a very simple recipe using real food, cranberries and cherries and dates. It tastes wonderful. Connie's cousin died from a stroke. He and his wife typically eat takeout food every single day. There's people that eat fast food every single meal, and their kids too, and that's what they can do. That's what they have to do. But we know fast food is not the healthiest food in the world. A lot of salt, a lot of fat, a lot of sugar. So again, if you're brand new to me, I got links down below to my website, to my support group, to my shop where the cookbook's at, coffee mugs, stuff like that, apron. If you want to learn more about me, and then on my website are links to my Facebook and all that kind of stuff, Instagram. Thank you all for coming. Will I be making my holiday meatloaf? You mean back here? That's a hard one to make back here. This is an office. This is not a kitchen. It looks like a kitchen, but it's not. That's all computer over there and desk. Toolbox. It's a very small room. No running water. No refrigerator. So it's really hard to make something elaborate like the meatloaf. I can look at it. I'll let you know, Debbie, if it's even possible. Maybe if I prep a lot of stuff upstairs in the kitchen and then bring it down, maybe. He who I can't pronounce, Tekai. What time does the support group meet? So it's a website. It's live all the time. I go live in the morning for me, Pacific time at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. So that's California, Oregon, Washington time. 9 a.m. I'm live. We do it for about 45 minutes. We do just what we're doing right now. We talk about stuff. I show off things. Sometimes I cook. Yeah, the little tip, like the allspice berries, $2 for an ounce, compared to a little can of powdered allspice at $7 for an ounce. So much more convenient, and these, they smell so strong. That Mexican aisle with all the chili pods, you really got to look there. They have more than just allspice and chili pods. Mexican oregano, cumin, all kinds of stuff. Any other questions for me before we call it a Saturday? Look for my blog post tomorrow. I'm going to do a roundup of my favorite holiday recipes. That'll be on the blog sometime tomorrow. Thank you, Lisa. Good idea. I'll pick my top 5, top 10, something like that, recipes. My meatloaf for sure, and this recipe, and the probably the stuffing. I like that. Green bean casserole. I got a couple of dessert recipes. Cornbread. Potato bread rolls. Those are good. I'm trying to think of all my holiday recipes. Anything else, guys? Any questions? Alrighty, Connie. Have fun at your bazaar. To all my support group people, thank you all so much for coming. Having you here with me, it means the world. And for all you new folks to YouTube, thanks for checking me out. I hope you come by and see us, either a support group or the website or something. And we'll be here next Saturday. I'll come up with another recipe for you. Thanks, Gary. You too. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for coming. All the links are down below. And I will see you support group people Monday morning. Have a good weekend. Thanks, guys.